Oilers get it done last night. Just when you're watching that game, if you were, how quickly in your head does the switch kind of flip to, okay, here we go, Panthers Oilers, that's the final?
I mean, I think once our series over, I think you might watch it a little bit differently. Obviously, two great teams going at it. Your focus changes a little bit. Watching it as opposed to if we're still in a series trying to get there, for sure.
Sam, what did your time with Chris Knobloch mean to your development as a pro, and I guess how often do you think of him and what you learned from him in those days?
I mean, I was 15 or 16 at the time. Seems like a lifetime ago. I came in at with 15, played a little bit with an unbelievable team that he obviously led and a team that won. And then it was my first full year with him. So obviously a big part of my development. He's obviously had a tremendous amount of success since. So no surprise he's got to where he is.
I should know this and I don't, I'm sorry. Was your brother on that?
He was, yeah.
Thank you. George?
Going back to last year, you guys kind of sat around for a few days waiting to see what happened with Dallas and Vegas. Was this kind of nice to know it, the next day, who the opponent's going to be, and you're both kind of waiting for this to start?
I mean, it seemed like a month last year. We were waiting. We were sitting around. I mean, I feel like we're both in the same boat here. We've both got enough rest. We're both, got some time to recover and refocus. So we're excited about the challenge.
Sam, what do you think it will mean to not just the fans of Edmonton, but Canadian hockey fans generally, that there's a Canadian team in the final? And what kind of atmosphere are you expecting when you guys get up to Edmonton?
We're expecting a great atmosphere. Certainly it's been a while. Was it since Edmonton's been in last? Or when's the last?
2006.
2006 is when's the last Canadian team that's been in the final?
That won it?
No, that's been in a final. Was that the last?
Montreal.
Montreal in the bubble, I guess, yeah, but a little bit different with fans that year for sure. But it's obviously an exciting time. It's great for the game, so we're excited and we're up for the challenge.
When you look at Edmonton, what stands out? Obviously, they have some top-end players you're familiar with them. You might be on the ice against them, but what just stands out?
Yeah, I mean they've got an unbelievable power play and two of the best players in the world. So it's going to be a great challenge for us to try and stop them. And the more we could stop them, the more effective it's going to be for us.
Yeah, and Sam, to kind of build off of that, you guys have been one of the top defensive teams all year. Throughout the playoffs, you've stopped most of the opposing team's top players. Just how much does what you guys have done so far through these playoffs help you in terms of getting ready for the McDavids, the Draisaitls, and just that offense that's going to be coming at you?
Yeah, I think every round, it's possesses its own unique challenge, and these top players on this team is matched by nobody. So I think we're a confident group. I think you play them a little bit more passive. That's when they're going to get you. So you got to try and take away their time and space. They're going to make plays. They're like you said, they got some of the best players in the world. So we're excited for the opportunity and challenge.
Any more, Adam?
Sam, obviously, long way between here and Edmonton. What do you do to kind of stay fresh after those long flights, and what do you like to do when you're on the plane?
A lot of sleep, a lot of time to catch up on some sleep, especially on this flight. I mean, we're both in it. We're both sitting on that flight, so nothing changes from a recovery standpoint. All year, you kind of learn what works for you, and it's so important, especially in a playoff run, to take care of yourself, so nothing changes.
Sam, you guys have been very vocal of the goal's not finished, the job's not done, but when do you take the moment to reflect back of the hard work that you guys have put in, being able to be in a position that you guys are now in the Stanley Cup Final? What are you doing to reset? Do you take a moment to actually enjoy it and, hey, all that hard work and here we are again?
It's not as much taking a moment and stepping back. I think you've got to really embrace and enjoy the work as you're doing it. That's got to be where the fun comes from. That's got to be where the enjoyment comes from. It's certainly not kind of sitting back and reflecting as we're right in the thick of it right now. So you got to embrace the challenge of it and take advantage of the opportunity.
The league tweeted out a picture about an hour ago of the top 4 guys in the 2014 draft sitting around together in suits at that draft. I guess you probably thought it was a pretty good draft before now, but just how neat is it that 1, 2, 3, 4 from that draft will be in this final together?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, we've got a couple of us in this room, and Leo and I played a lot against him in junior. He's obviously transitioned into one of the most dangerous players in the game. So, like I said, it presents a great opportunity for us and a great challenge for us. And like I said, we're excited about it.
Anything else for Sam? Awesome. Thank you.
Good, Sam.
Thank you.